for them, it's definitely not just about going skiing. It's about another journey altogether. It's about trying to get their confidence back. They've had a horrible time. They've suffered horrendous injuries. They spent years in hospital. Most of them are pretty young. And, you know, they need their confidence giving back. We try to give them some fun, which they haven't had. And we try to just get them back into their lives again.
And how does skiing do that then?
Well, I think because it's an adrenaline-driven sport, and certainly if you're in a wheelchair, it gives you back your freedom of movement again. And if you know, we've got guys here, we've got a blind guy who's skiing, we've got people who've lost legs, arms, a lot of people with post-traumatic stress. And, you know, today's their first day, and you can see they're just having a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant time, and they can't believe that they can ski.
And is it as much about building character and confidence that you mentioned there, as well as getting down a mountain on skis? Well,
you know, skiing rebuilds their core strength again. And certainly, you know, getting their confidence back breaks that sort of cycle of despair that they get into. And it gives them the confidence to try and go out and get a job again. They sleep properly. It makes a tremendous difference to them, much more than we ever thought it would.
And obviously, Skiing for Heroes, can't help but compare it to Help for Heroes. What's the difference between the two organisations? Obviously, Help for Heroes is massive, but what's your basic sort of ethos for being different?
Well, Help for Heroes helps currently serving soldiers, and we take veterans who've been injured out of the army, and a lot of them have been forgotten about. So we only take injured veterans. That's it.
And why did you come up with the idea for this charity? What's your motivation behind it?
Well, I have a husband who's in a wheelchair with multiple sclerosis, and I watched Martin Hewitt and a group of other injured veterans walking to the South Pole with Prince Harry, and I was so impressed by their courage and their determination to get better that I thought we could do something to help them. We're all so lucky in our lives that we could give something back to them. And I know somebody in the meeting today with them said that he wanted to give something back to those who'd given so much for us. And I think we all feel like that. We feel they've had a bit of a rotten deal, and we'd like to help.
And this week out here in Closes, there's 19 people, I believe. What sort of injuries have they got? Do they go across the range?
Completely. We've got somebody who is blind. We've got a lot of people who have stepped on landmines and so they've lost limbs. We've got people who have got quite a lot of brain injuries. We've got people with a lot of post-traumatic stress. Every injury you could possibly think about. We've got one guy here who has just had his 54th operation.
And if people want to help the charity, how can they find out more about it?
If you go onto our website, www.skiingwithheroes.com, you can make a donation through PayPal or Just Giving, and it really makes a huge difference.
And are you after helpers? Are you after volunteers, people to come along, or
sure.
Do you have enough of those already?
No, well, we take out, every injured veteran has 2 ski buddies who ski on either side of him, and they have to raise enough money to come out on the trip. They have to raise £750 in order to come out with us. And so, yes, we're always, you know, happy to have people apply on the website. Again, there's a section which says, how do I become a buddy, how do I become a skier, and you can register your interest there.